Today, the life scenario you will experience is the life of a Japanese host. You got this job because you were penniless and good looking. The entire interview was just that simple. A man named Manager Kudu looked at you for 4 seconds in the hallway of Kabukicho and told you to start work on Thursday. No resume, no recommendation letter, no questions about your education, professional ethics, or whether you've ever poured champagne for a lonely woman at 2 a.m. while pretending she's the most interesting person you've ever met. They only look at your face. The interview process takes just 4 seconds. Start work on Thursday. At 24, you came to Tokyo 8 months ago to be a musician, but now you play guitar at open mics for 11 people, working part-time at a convenience store for 980 yen an hour. They don't care your visa is tied to a language school, despite dropping out 4 months ago. Your Shinakubo apartment costs 55,000 yen monthly, and it's so small it's a moral dilemma. Your savings are negative. Your mom thinks you're teaching English, and you let her, because the truth needs a talk neither of you wants to have. This club is called Starry Night, located on the 7th floor of a building in Kabukicho. In the same building, there are also a karaoke bar and a nail salon. On the 4th floor, there's an unmarked place you've learned not to ask about. Among Kabukicho's 320 host clubs, Starry Night is average, not the biggest or smallest, just middle of the road, like most people's lives. Entry covers a 2-hour fixed fee with basic drinks, but the real money is made from anything beyond the basics. Champagne and premium sake, like Dom Perignon, can cost 80,000 to 300,000 yen. Then there's the Champagne Tower, where glasses are stacked into a pyramid and champagne is poured from the top. That costs between 500,000 and 1 million yen. Women are willing to spend money because the champagne comes with a performance. The hosts gather around, cheering and calling out the customer's name, making her feel like the center of the world. Champagne isn't just a drink, it's a spotlight. Your income relies almost entirely on commission. The base salary per shift is 5,000 yen, which is basically nothing. The real money comes from a cut of what customers spend. The more they spend, the more you earn, and the higher your ranking. Ranking is everything. Every month, the rankings are posted on the shop's bulletin board and even printed on truck billboards that drive through Kabukicho with your photo on them. The top hosts at elite clubs can earn tens of millions of yen a year, while those ranked 30th barely make enough to get by. You start at the very bottom. For the first 3 months, you do what every newcomer does: cleaning, standing outside the club in a suit holding a sign, and approaching women with just the right smile. Friendly, but not servile. Striking that balance is harder than you might think. You are rarely chosen. When women enter, managers assign assistants to popular hosts' tables. You pour drinks and smile at the right moments. You learn to manipulate attention, the host's core skill. It's not about charm or conversation, it's about attention. In a room where 40 people are all doing the same thing, you make the guest feel like she is the only one. In the 4th month, you get your first regular customer. Her name is Ms. Arai, 53 years old, an accountant. She comes every Friday night and only asks for you. Because you're a foreigner, the novelty hasn't worn off yet. She doesn't spend much, 1 bottle of sake, sometimes a mid-range bottle of champagne. She talks about work, her husband who's always on business trips, and her son who moved to Sendai and only calls on weekends. You listen, using the way you were trained to listen, your body fully turned toward her, your eyes on her face, your phone never in sight. She leaves at midnight, always tipping generously. She is your foundation. By the 6th month, you understand how this system works. Host clubs don't sell alcohol, but the feeling of being chosen. Every woman who walks through that door lives in a world where she is ignored all day. Her boss doesn't notice her, her husband is distracted, and her friends are busy with their own lives. But at Shinye, within 30 seconds, a man pours her a drink, compliments her looks, and asks about her day with undivided attention, as if nothing else in the world matters. That attention is the real commodity. The alcohol is just a vessel. You're surprisingly good at this, even you didn't expect it. You used to think you weren't that kind of person, but later realized types aren't about looks or personality. It's about willingness. The willingness to perform intimacy without taking it seriously. Some hosts fall in love with clients. Others look down on them and never make it to the top rankings. Those who last find a middle ground and settle in comfortably. You found that space and settled there. In the 8th month, you met Shangbu. She came on a Wednesday. On weekdays, the club is quiet, with half the seats empty. She was assigned to your table simply because the top-ranked hosts were all busy, and you happened to be available. In a host club, new relationships begin with availability, not chemistry. She was 28, working at a department store in Nihonbashi. Her dress looked expensive, but her bag didn't match, which meant she had bought the dress especially for tonight, and also that she had never been to a host club before. She was very nervous, gripping her glass tightly as if clinging to a lifeline. You poured her a drink and asked her name. She softly replied, "Shangbu." You pronounced it correctly. She was surprised. After all, you were a foreigner, and your pronunciation was a pleasant surprise. Her first night, she didn't spend much. The basic fee, plus red wine, totaling 15,000 yen. Your commission was negligible, but she came the next 2 Wednesdays, specifically requesting you. She became your regular customer. In the host club world, she was now your designated client. Her spending counted toward your performance, and her money supported your ranking. A few weeks passed, and Shobu changed. It wasn't you who changed her. It was this club that changed every regular customer. She became more cheerful, smiled more, and even dressed differently. She started asking about your life, your music, and your apartment. She saw a guitar pick at a music store and remembered you mentioning that you played guitar, so she bought it for you, remembering your words as if they were something important to her. You kept the pick in your pocket all the time without thinking why. She started spending more, not because you asked, but because the system demanded it. The system was designed so spending money felt like giving support. When a customer orders champagne, all the hosts gather around and cheer, making the act of spending look like a gift she's giving you rather than just a transaction. When she orders a drink, everyone calls out your name, and you walk over to her table to thank her. The glow on her face has nothing to do with the champagne. It comes solely from the feeling that she can make the whole place come alive. This feeling is addictive, more so than alcohol, more than any substance. Being valued, heard and seen in front of everyone is the drug that host clubs sell. There's no regulation, no dosage limit. Her spending kept rising, 20,000, 30,000, 50,000. One Friday, she even ordered a champagne you hadn't expected. Your ranking went up. In the 10th month, you broke into the top 15. In the 11th month, the top 10. Your name appeared on the store's leaderboard. Kudo noticed you and said, "Well done, keep it up. This month, you need to push for the year-end ranking. The year-end ranking determines your commission for next year." He said, "Shobu is your key." Message her every day. "Good morning, how's work going? That dress you wore last Wednesday looked really nice." Messaging is also part of the rules. Hosts must stay in touch with clients on days they don't come, maintaining engagement so they keep spending. Whenever you message her, she replies instantly every time. That instant reply reveals something beyond the message itself. Your texts have become what she looks forward to all day, and waiting for them has become the framework of her life. She tells you about her apartment, her mom who's always calling, the coworker who steals her credit, and how, except for here, she feels invisible wherever she goes. She says that at Starry Night, she feels seen. She says you see her. She looks at you, her gaze clear and earnest. No drunkenness, no delusions, just complete honesty. And the cruelest part is, she's right, you really do see her. You don't see her as just a business deal, but as a person who brings you guitar picks, replies to your messages instantly, and laughs wholeheartedly at jokes. You see her, but seeing her and profiting from her are one and the same. Seeing is the commodity, profit is the outcome. You can't separate them because the system has bound them together from the start. Every gaze, every smile, every message, and every moment you call her name with warmth. That warmth is something she paid for, yet it's also a genuine expression from you. With a cash register right under your seat, you are both person and machine, and the machine is fueled by her loneliness. In the 12th month, it's the year-end ranking rush. You're just one night of big spending away from the top 5. Being there means your photo goes on the truck and a commission rate that will transform your income. You message Yangbu. Without asking for money, you just say, "I really want to see you this Friday." This statement is genuine, but it's also a strategy. Both coexist, just like every word you've said to her over the past 4 months. She came on Friday and ordered a champagne tower. A champagne tower at Xingyi costs 700,000 yen, roughly $5,000. Glasses stacked, champagne pouring, the room erupts, everyone shouting your name under the spotlight. Xiangbu is smiling, looking radiant. For those minutes, she is the focus of the venue. She spent $5,000 for those 3 minutes, but she hardly looked like she could afford it at all. You made the top 5. Photo on the truck. Kudo shook your hand. Others congratulated you. When the night ended, Xiangbu left at 1 a.m., hugged you at the door, and held you longer than a normal customer. She buried her face in your chest and whispered, "Thank you for seeing me." She didn't come the next 2 Wednesdays. The messages dwindled and then stopped. You messaged her, but she left them on read. You told yourself she was just busy. Work, family, life. Everyone needs a break sometimes. It's normal. 3 weeks later, Kudo called you to the office. A calm professional detective was sitting at the desk, asking for Xiangbu's full name, how often she came to the store, and her purchase records. You could only answer truthfully. The detective told you Xiangbu was found dead in her apartment by her landlord. Her company had reported her absent from work. She had been dead for about 5 days from a sleeping pill overdose. The room was tidy and looked carefully prepared. On the table were 3 items: a note, a stack of bills, and a guitar pick. The note was brief. It didn't mention you or the store, stating, "I'm tired of being invisible." The bills were credit card statements from 3 different stores, Starlight, plus 2 other places in Kabukicho. She frequented 3 clubs simultaneously, on different days, with different hosts, running the same system in parallel. 3 men said good morning. 3 men called her name as if it were especially important. 3 champagne toasts, 3 spotlights, and a debt of 4.2 million yen across the clubs, which is about $28,000. You can't afford that on a department store salary. In Kudo's office, your mind still hasn't caught up, but the numbers have already added themselves up. Your performance, your commission, your ranking, your year-end push for the leaderboard. That champagne tower worth 700,000 yen that secured your spot in the top 5 was bought by a woman carrying 4.2 million yen in debt across 3 clubs. That wasn't a celebration. It was a farewell. She ordered the most expensive thing on the menu because she knew she would never order anything again. When you got home, that guitar pick was on the kitchen counter, the one she gave you. You looked at it, picked it up, and it felt almost weightless. The next night, you went to work, put on your suit, did your hair, and took the elevator to the 7th floor. Your name was still in the top 5 on the charts, and trucks with your photo still drove the streets. Women sat at your table. You poured drinks, called them by name, turned your body toward them, and listened with your full attention. The system kept running as usual, and you were still very good at it. That's exactly the problem. The very skill that made you successful is the same one that made Xiangbu feel seen. And being seen was what she needed, but also what killed her. It wasn't just your fault, it was the whole system. 3 clubs, 3 hosts, 3 men performing the same kind of attention, filling the same emptiness, draining the same account, piling up the same debt, all of it ending at a dining table next to a note, "I'm tired of being invisible." She was never invisible. In every moment of the starry night, she stood out unmistakably. She was the champagne tower, the cheers, the spotlight. She was dazzling like a flame, and the price of burning was to consume herself. After work, you go home, place the guitar pick on the windowsill, lie down on the tatami in your Shinokubo apartment, and stare at the ceiling. The ceiling feels close because the apartment is small, and the rent for this tiny place you can afford comes from this job. On some Friday night in Kabukicho, you sell 3 minutes of being seen to a woman who had already made up her mind for 700,000 yen. Those 3 minutes were not a beginning but her last breath. In a crowd shouting out the names of hosts, not a single person called her name. You didn't quit your job. That's the part you can't let go of the most. You didn't quit. Night after night you go back, your name still on the leaderboard, your face still printed on the side of trucks, new women sitting at your table as you pour drinks, listen, and call their names, and those names now feel heavy. It's not wrong, just heavy. Each name carries a weight you never noticed until one of them lands beside a bill, a guitar pick, and a note. That's the quietest thing a person can say before falling into eternal silence. Kabukicho is still ablaze with lights, the signs of 320 host clubs shining brightly, trucks circling, hosts standing on the street with perfectly practiced smiles. Women walk by, some stop, some don't. Those who stop are all searching for the same thing Sho Ayumu once sought, a room where someone truly cares about her name. That room has always existed, always open, forever open, and you are inside, pouring drinks, listening, performing what this city is best at selling: attention, warmth, brilliance, and fleeting moments, so expensive that no one knows the true cost until the bill arrives in their hands.